Last week, a former Baltimore high school athletic director was arrested for allegedly using artificial intelligence to impersonate the school principal in a recording that included racist and anti-Semitic comments about individuals at the school. Now, the investigators say the athletic director faked the principal's voice. They are now facing a slew of charges. But on today's Ask the Expert, Dr. Alex Del Carmen joins us here in the KRLD Zoom room. He is the professor and associate dean of the College of Liberal and Fine Arts, as well as the School of Criminology, Criminal Justice, and Strategic Studies at Tarleton State University. Dr. Del Carmen, how common are these AI crimes becoming?
Kristen, unfortunately, is going to be part of the new normal, right? We kind of saw these in movies, 20, 30 years ago, and we thought, this is sci-fi. This is never going to hit reality. There's no way in the world that even George Orwell would have actually thought about this, right? And then here we are now where you have the technology that actually can copy your voice, say whatever it is that he wants to say, and he sounds just like you and me. I mean, that's really, really scary.
And the deep fakes go even further than that because they're able to take a video of you just from a photo of you and actually make it say what they want you to say, whether or not you said it or not.
Right. So think about it, David, from a standpoint of a crime, right? And that's how we criminologists, as you know, that's our departure point mostly when we look at this technology. So think about somebody framing you or framing anybody that says, David was at this location, said the following things and did the following things at that location. We have video to prove it. We have his voice to be able to do that. And your phone, which went missing 2 weeks ago, has actually been pinging at that particular address. I mean, there isn't such a thing as a perfect crime. But I will tell you that the problem, what worries me about AI mostly, is that technology is far ahead than the law and our capability of being able to detect it. That's what's really, really concerning to me.
I was curious on how difficult is it to prosecute these types of cases? What kind of work happens behind the scenes when AI is involved in the wrongdoing?
First of all, Kristen, we have to identify that it is AI in the wrongdoing, right? So that in itself is a challenge because, look at college professors right now. We're having to embrace artificial intelligence in the context that we know some of our students are going to be using it to complete their papers, to do various things. And so instead of fighting it, we're trying to figure out how to best use it while at the same time still keep the integrity of the academic process. The same thing will go towards a crime, which is how do we know that AI was used in order to do that? So the technology isn't there and the experts have not been developed yet. And so hence the problem, right? Which is we are far ahead of where we need to be in terms of the legal premise. There are no statutes in the books right now that could prosecute that at the federal or state level. So you got to be creative all the way from the investigator to the prosecutor.
Yeah, this is a roaring line that you have on a very tight leash, and that leash is starting to break some, and it's about to just go crazy. You take a look at what you're talking about, experts not being able to tell what are the tells of something being AI, and as the technology improves, it's going to be even harder.
And David, the technology is not only improving the way you and I are used to seeing technology improve, right? Meaning that the iPhone gets better every 2 years, supposedly. This is happening by the minute. David, the technology that's there, the AI component, is learning from itself. And so think about it in the context that in a matter of 10 minutes, it's going to be twice as smart as it was 10 minutes ago. And so it's really, really scary when you think about where we're going to be by Christmas, by December, where we're going to be by next summer, in terms of what the technology is going to look like and how people are going to put that to use in a deviant manner.
That is Dr. Alex Del Carmen with Tarleton State University here on KRLD. This conversation goes way beyond the broadcast at KRLD.com and on the Ask the Expert North Texas podcast. Let me tell you, this is a fascinating conversation. It's really scary as well. I mean, to be honest, I was like, maybe I don't want to talk about this anymore because I don't even want to think about the future. But he makes some really valid points.
It's true. And if you think about how good it is now, in the next 6 months, it could just be frighteningly good. And, we all might be replaced by our own AI avatars at some point, whether we like it or not.
Don't say that.